Hello, YouTube. What's going on? Jorcadian rhythm. Dude, I saw on TikTok today. I saw a post from it was a rabbi who just answers people's religious questions, and someone said, "Hey, Rabbi, I've been jorking it to skibbity toilet for 14 hours. Am I gonna go to hell?" Very funny thing to ask a rabbi. He responded with, "You should find Jesus." Answer no, Jews don't believe in hell. Tough. What do they believe in? Is there not a hell equivalent? Hi Leonard, how's it going? No afterlife? Really? They believe in Jesus? No, I think the whole Jewish thing is they don't believe in Jesus, right? Jesus is where like they're Old Testament only, and then Christianity is Old and New Testament, something like that. So afterlife, but it's not an avoid the bad ending type of deal. Wow, that sounds kind of nice. Yeah, Cranberry. I think you're right. They're like, yeah, he was cool, but he wasn't like the second coming. I think that's correct. YouTube chat broken again? I hope not. It looks like it is. Huh, if I get rid of the CSS, it's fixed. He's the first coming and the first coming. Hey. Agree. Okay, try it now, YouTube chat, and say something. Hey, Tinky, how's it going? Hi, Matthew, how's it going? There you go. Zenith Guard. Cranberry, would you like to say anything to Zenith Guard about my status as a landlord? Zenith Guard, there's a rumor going around that I'm a landlord that I've heard that someone started. Would you happen to know who it was? We've all been looking for the person who did this. Whoa, don't you folks belong at a Cracker Barrel or something? Huh? You should VIP Zenith Guard for telling the people the truth? Yeah, I can do that, Cranberry. Okay, well, I can't figure out how to do it all on native card. This is a 7TV problem, that's why. Dude, there's so much shit on the native native Twitch TV card. There we go. Alright, Cranberry, I did it. There you go, Zenith Guard. Your Honor, I'm sorry, I played a little prank on you. I didn't give you VIP. I marked you as a suspicious user. Now, whenever you type something in chat for me and Cranberry, it says monitored suspicious user next to your name. Among Us, Dagon. Among Us. Sus. Dagon, did you pick up and start playing Tactical Breach Wizards? Because I know you said you were going to play it. Sus. You know, vacation right now. I'll be interested to hear what you think of it. You should let me know. Follow-up question, unrelated to that one. Do you want to do a movie tomorrow? Or, I guess, Daredevil tomorrow, because I think we're in the middle of season 2. Oh, yeah, I think I fell asleep during the Carmen Electra shit last week. I'll have to catch I'll get a recap on the episode I missed. Yeah, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. I got plenty of World of Warcraft to play. Just 450,000, Beanie. If you want VIP, I will make a special exception and give you VIP if that's what you're trying to save up for. You can skip the 500,000 bathwater requirement. Beanie, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Yeah, I got you, buddy. Yo, CS got a sub. Hey, I know that guy. How do I do it? I think I need to go native. I don't actually... it's just /VIP. No. I thought I could just click and do it. There you go. That should do it. And thank you again for your 312 gifted subs. In total, I appreciate it. Let it be known, I can be bought. That is a lot of gifted. It is a lot of gifted subs. Yeah. Gotta say. Sus. Yeah, Cranberry, you'll get one next time for sure. I don't know. I feel like with all of the ways that Twitch has tried to monetize this platform, it is so crazy to me that they don't let people buy channel points. Like, I know maybe like donate for channel points or some sort of conversion like that. I feel like I should be able to give you channel points if you ask for them. It's kind of, it is quite wild. I appreciate it. I always like to say, you know, I'm in a good place in life. I'm not like struggling for money. I appreciate the support and it helps me, you know, it helps me out, but I just want to make content that people enjoy. So don't never feel like you have to, but I do appreciate it very greatly. The end. I don't normally go down that line, you know, I don't like to talk about it too much, but it is what it is. Let's play a little Disco Elysium. Hi CS, how's it going? CS, do you not want to be called CS anymore? Because I know I've seen some other people calling you Brendan. Do you want to be called, or is your name... Your name's, is it Brendan or Brandon? It's Brendan, right? Do you want me to call you by your government name? Because I can make it, I can change for you. Few subs is nice to have. Yeah, absolutely. I think it is. I don't run too many ads, but it's good for the pre-rolls and you get the emotes and all of that. But I don't put a ton of effort into that stuff. Brandon is your real name? That's one of my WoW friends is also named Brendan, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't mixing it up. If you have no preference, I'm gonna call you CS because I think it's cooler. Personally, no offense to Brendan, but CS is a banger name. The 2 initial name goes hard. But you let me know if you ever want me to change. Yeah, I thought for a second because this is classic. The other common one is Code. How do you get to Code from Contagiously Stupid? You want me to change what I call him? Is that right, Dagon? Alright, sorry. Dagon said I gotta change what I call you. Alright, let's get to it, shall we? Let's get this shit kicked into gear. It was an ode phase in a friend group you're in? Ah. Call you grandma? Alright, grandma. Don't be oppressed by the Dagon. Have you seen him? He's intimidating. Alright. If you are like me... Oh my god, I have no idea. What did we do last time? I remember I shot myself. I remember that. Because my friend who told... the person who told me to shoot myself was here in the chat, and then after stream he sent me a message and said, "Oh man, I can't believe you actually did that shit." And I went, "Hell yeah, I did that shit. I have 7 HP. I'm supposed to live that." It's bullshit. Anyway. That's right. I remember. We are like waiting for Wednesday. Because right now we need to prove authority to the Hardy Boys. We need to get the signatures for Everett from the fishing village to get that place paved over. We need to send the body to processing, but I'm not going to do that until I go get those boots off of him. And we need to find this guy from cryptozoology. This one and this one we can't do until Wednesday when they fix the gate. Do something in the binder because you think I've so exhausted the dialogue. Yeah, I think I have. The only other thing is to prove my authority to Titus Hardy, but okay, here's the deal, right? I want to talk about a little bit of my mindset going into this game. Because obviously I recognize I can walk in here and just take the shot at authority checking him.
The circus left town.
Shut the fuck up,
the clowns
bitch.
are still here.
I have to shift my mindset from the Tactical Breach Wizards dialogue to the dialogue in this game. I recognize that this is not something that I'm going to ever hit. Like, in my mind, I would never take this. I took it once just for the hell of it, but I do not feel like I would ever take this check in reality. So I'm not gonna bother. So we are going to... Hold on, money. Oh, hell yeah. But let's go Elysium because I mean you died 4 times getting the tie. That's true gaming. Hell yeah. It's lit. Okay, there's this rooftop area which I cannot reach. There's the... Where's the body? Oh, it's in the freezer. That's right. Kuno? Anything to say?
Does Kuno care?
Alright.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno doesn't fucking care. So we have this lady who I would like to talk to, but I think cannot. I think she's probably someone we can only talk to if we pass the check at the start of the game. We have... If I talk to you, are you different? Hold on. The book says you must attain a Franco-Nigerian body at the local gym. Got it. Oh, this is the lady who told me to... First of all, she's reading books out in the rain. Second of all, you're right that I'm a cockatoo.
Me?
I went and read up on them just like you said, and I even decided on what kind of cockatoo I am. Do you want to know?
I don't know. The most talkative one?
I'm the funeral cockatoo.
The what now?
The funeral cockatoo, the
You
depressing one.
truly are one strange cop, aren't you?
Yeah,
The
goodbye.
woman before you nods and
Good conversation. An 80% chance that you lost that shit 4 times? Yeah, that's true gaming. As God intended. No tie. Meanwhile, I've hit 2 3%ers in this game just rolling double 6s, so, you know. It's tough out here. So this is the building that I cannot get into. If you have any suggestions on how I'm supposed to get into this building, I'm listening. Other than putting
sturdy
points
metal. This could
into
be a way into the
authority.
apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Because I'm not going to level up my authority. I whipped my 2 rolls. I'm not willing to do it. And I did not pass this one either.
Just an ordinary
You passed the little alley you passed? This? No. This? No. This way? I know we don't click on this door. This is the racist's house. The guy with the funny mug. Click on the Kim door? Alright, we can click on the Kim door.
There must be another way into the building.
There must be another way into the building. This door is the door. It appears to be locked. There must be another way into the building. Go through the Kim door once Kim leaves. I don't think so. I don't think that Kim is the reason the door is locked. Check, go buy dice. I mean, I don't know where a dice... Where do I buy dice? Yeah, it's kind of bullshit that I can't just charge the door down. What's a dice maker? Oh, I thought those were just gonna be like for roleplay. This guy on the balcony who gave you a key. Yeah, I talked to that guy, and my friend told me that he gave him a key, and I just did not get a key from that guy, so I probably picked the wrong dialogue for that. Can I lift this weight? Hey, what's up, Kim? But Kim wants to talk.
Yes?
No? It popped up for a second there. You saw it.
The barbell waits patiently on the
I know. Yeah, you know
The
what?
barbell waits patiently.
You're right. The weight may fall off. No one does until they get
They don't let me lift the weight again. Imagine. Wait, up. Now he wants to yap.
It's dark.
Oh,
And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
flashlights go
Yes,
in hand.
you might even go right.
Some air.
Thanks. I know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, can you not walk in the dark at all? You have to have the flashlight out? Oh no, I was just walking into a wall. Great psyche and similar to intelligence for cigarettes? Okay. The thing is, like, I don't want to go through all of this effort and then just fucking lose anyway. This is also the sort of thing, though, that I would just not find in my own. I would never think to
Oh,
buy
it's
these
you
dice to
again.
get a psyche
Are you looking?
increase.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you have any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
Abracadabra, perished like this world.
All right. How about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Deal.
Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Cursed dice is the one you want? Good.
Tremble. The time is now. Taola.
What's that?
Time for the show. For Ta'ola, the hallowed time of fear and disintegration. A countdown has begun. All will collapse on itself. The world will disappear into a single grain of blackness. All sound will be muted. All life will scream.
Half-Life, what are you talking about? What's Ta'ola?
Ulogu Theodos, Xeno Zausin, Ipoli Osidhian, Echondes Fronisin.
Half-Life, I don't speak Greek. Can you please tell me what you're saying?
Monday morning, the moment you arrived in this reality, are the first crack in the sheer face of God. From you it will spread.
This is because of the insane world ending I've been saying, isn't it?
Yes, you spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself.
Is this part of the doomsaying I can do? Because I don't know, I've done a little bit of doomsaying as a treat. And now Half-Life, I buy the cursed dice and suddenly we're fucking freaking. I don't know, you guys want to doomsay and see if we can end the world? That'd be kind of cool. Is it a jerk?
Totally
Is it a joke?
also a coping mechanism.
Uh,
So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos. Perhaps. Just a thought. This has something to do with the hangover.
fuck you, Volition. I do think the world
The
might end
face of
soon.
the woman fractures. There will be herd killing. We all become vapor.
I do. Okay, here's the problem. Right? I just want to say, little bit of a. Where's my journal? This one. Here's the thing, right? If the world is ending, should I really be an ultra liberal? I feel like if I'm gonna be an ultra liberal, I should also be a superstar, because then you can make money from being a superstar. Just a thought. I don't know. Liberals gross, but here's the thing. I'm an ultra liberal. Every time I talk about the free market, they give me $1. Apocalypse is a great money-making opportunity. That's true. Oh my god, you're right. It's like when people trick people into thinking there was a rapture. We can just do that. I'm just gonna make people think that the world's gonna end, and then they give me their money. Great call. This is why you guys are here, the brains of the operation. Well, what do you want to do for 8 hours in game? Not beating the landlord accusations. I already said it in Cranberry's chat. I'll reiterate. If you guys think I'm a landlord, you're right. It's true. And you know what I do as a landlord? I raise the rent on single mothers.
The woman still has her.
Am I gonna die if it stays out? I don't think so. I don't really know what to do to pass the time now. Measurehead makes all men quiver. Hi Measurehead, how you doing today, boss?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
What perception do I have? Here's my stats. So raise the rent of single fathers? No, I'm sexist.
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
Dude, I don't know. Is Measurehead based?
The hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonese.
Is this guy based as fuck? He just called them the Hardy Manlets.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
True, that is a noble cranium, but you got a hard noggin yourself. The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be smaller.
Your earlobes are too big. This is the best word to describe Measurehead in many ways, probably. I don't think that's actually true. I think he is, I'm pretty sure, racist. But here's the thing. I might be craniometrically superior to him.
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Okay.
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
Electrochemistry, what are you talking about? Are you on him with the earlobe angle?
Racist. I am not
True, the drawings are precise.
Your
The
earlobes are too
size
big.
of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everyone knows this.
Your earlobes are flawless, Jean-Luc.
Yes.
Are you sure? I mean, that jaw is clearly an atavistic stigmata.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
I got this. Alright, bye, Measurehead. That was fun. I don't have a whole lot else to do, right? It is just go read the case files, I think. Mañana, anything?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
I like this guy. Hi, Alf. How's it going? How do I get down the stairs? Happy Trees, thanks for 4 months. 8675309 for a good time. Call. How do I read my journal again? It's in here. Best item in the game. Interact.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers
Ooh,
hanging from
logic.
the board, with the
Ooh,
permeable
interfacing.
straw inside. It's barely held together. It's not.
Oh.
A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why? The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Can I read the case files now?
Yes.
Oh, we got
at
one.
last, you find a way to piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. HDB 41, date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120117000, the next world mural.
HDB 41, weren't those officer precincts?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
Oh, HDB, our name.
Every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
I already know my
It's
name,
safe
but
to
hey.
say HDB are your initials.
HD's nuts. Hi, Molly.
Harry Dubois, HDB.
I'm not Raphael Ambrosius Costello. I give up.
That's comforting to hear. Now, detective, it takes half an hour to piece one of these together, if you still want to. Here
Half
are
an
your
hour.
options.
Okay. So we need to spend 8 hours until our dice are ready. Let's get
This
through
one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case.
Look, the middle class. Agreed.
The graffiti
Wreak havoc.
is easy to track down. Only the bell lecturers have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Did I ever find out who came
The
up
case
with it?
files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Okay.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
What is a plebiscite? Can I, definition, please?
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case
Public
begins
vote?
with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
Half-Light didn't. Yeah. When does Half-Light come in and get me to shoot someone? Do we remove the mural? It is wrong, or keep the mural? It is right. I don't know. I'll say remove
A
the mural.
staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
One of these is definitely plus $1. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? I'm gonna say the middle class are not to be blamed. That sounds ultra liberal.
Did anyone
Yeah,
else let you
let's
believe in
fucking
man
go.
with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
+1, +1. Alright, let's keep going.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in general, know it's unsolvable.
I think I have to get out of this for some kind of superstar to be done.
You were so drunk, you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high. Leslie will
Cool
always take his
electrochemistry.
pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration.
Okay.
The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Okay, couldn't we
You
keep them
would
off the
think that,
streets?
but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition because that's where the action is.
Lock them up in the contraption. Put them in the
Can you
thingamajig.
keep yourself off the streets?
logic.
Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Public indecency, I was paying attention.
Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's all there is to it.
Public
That
indecency.
and Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger.
Ooh.
He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Oh. That's light.
In the process,
Popped
the
off
ledger
a little bit.
sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. Kill them.
Yeah.
They broke it.
Let's go,
He
Half-Life.
came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
Damn, that wasn't even like a choice or anything. That was just, yeah. And
Not
then
much
you
has changed
broke this
in the
guy's
meanwhile.
legs.
A bunch of sodden papers still sags.
Curious. Alright, new thought.
Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
It is one logic. The price of self-delusion. Learning cap for visual calculus, suggestion, electrochemistry, and composure raised to 6. I don't think this is all that good for me, but I'm probably not going to spend a level up to forget it. I guess I'm just delusional now. Yeah, it seems awful. Learning caps seem terrible. It's not like I'm leveling up a ton. I can't grind out XP in this game to get anything out of this. Oh fuck, I need to forget this on the next level up so I can become an... Oh wait, I need to unlock a slot. The next level up, I'm gonna unlock a slot so I can become a cop of the apocalypse. Ultra-liberal dialogue options give +1 real, -1 empathy, thinks he's a hustler or something. Speed gives +1... Okay, so I could get rid of this one. Lonesome Long Way Home is no good. +1 pain threshold, blood oxygen is boring. Yeah, this one's good. This one is best. This is absolutely BIS. Anti-object task force. So I gotta get... I could spend some level ups to clear out these. I think it's better to unlock everything first, though. Anyway. Apocalypse. True, Molly, true.
It's the ledger you found in the
So
trash.
real.
A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. With
Can we
the
open this thing?
Drawer is
Nope.
still not what happened. Fuck this compartment. You should throw it away.
Let's read a case
It
file.
takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
Square
It
bullet
would
hole
be very
murders.
interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems
Tommy,
to
how's
be
it
a
going? I'm
square-shaped
good, how about you?
entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
What?
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead. Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
Hey Ryan, how's it going? 17. So at what? 1 a.m. our dice will be ready? Yeah.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
They look like a rock band. I'm a superstar cop now.
Yes, as you said here, insufferable rock and roll assholes. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it was. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved. No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What
Some of the
next?
guys throw with no arms. He's just got his arms behind his back.
Murder. Tum 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 at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Yeah, how'd he die?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Alright.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve, was doing it solo, said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister, was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor.
Hookah.
Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Was he a good
No,
cop?
he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air.
I'm
That
glad he
goddamn
died
hookah
now.
parlor was all he talked about. Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
Electrochemistry, get in here.
No,
Frames, is that just you? I think so. Anyone else getting frame drops?
no one enters, no one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be?
He tripped.
Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Tables low, heavy, really sharp edge.
Saktuka stood up, passed out, hit his head on the table, and died.
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
And what was he doing for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was murder at...
Alright, that was fun.
has changed. Arson, petty theft, you don't exactly...
Okay. I had a good time reading those cases. The character would be the guy with no arms. Yo, they grew back. Incredible what medical technology can do for us these days.
The worn and beaten wooden...
We can sit on benches afterward.
You can revisit the bench if you.
Okay, any suggestions on what we should do for the next, like, 3 hours in game?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Armor
Not yet,
boots?
But
No?
I was
Okay.
able to convince the database people to 57th over and out.
In the cabin, you see...
We had to burn 10 minutes. We needed to wait 8 hours. And we'd spend 4. Oh, Kim will go to bed in 10 minutes? Really? I guess I could just talk to him. Yo,
Yes.
Lembic, he's back!
What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there. During that time, the victim had been Okay then. Was there anything else you want? Good.
You returned. How was your vacation, Alembic? I gotta find someone to talk to for 7 minutes. Oh, and thank you for 39 months. We're so back him. That's the conceptualization check with the light-bending rich guy. Was there a conceptualization check? I don't remember. The whole time you got violently ill, but the food was good and you enjoyed spending time with the family. Violently ill seems like a misplay. I personally would just have not done that. Like, if it was me, that shit would just not happen to me, you know? Hope you, feel better.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
There does not appear to be a conceptualization check with the mega rich guy. Bye, Alembic. Have a good one. I'm not asking the mega rich guy for money. No. Rich can't ask other rich people for money. I'm rich now.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Pitching him an idea? Alright, fine,
Could
we
you
can ask him.
please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money, Kim. Kim's not happy with us for asking for so much money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man.
That's true.
As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think they only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real.
Oh.
How much can you get for this?
Unbelievable. You managed to meet a man who's so rich, light literally bends around him, and all you can get out of him is 3 real? What's wrong with you?
I'm not challenging for electrochemistry, by the way. Thank you for your
You're
kindness.
welcome. You know, maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Alright. 3%. I hit these.
If business guy were really your strong suit, you probably wouldn't be a cop.
I've got this idea for a board game.
Go on.
Twist on an established working idea.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I know this one. It's a pen and paper role-playing game, only the players are connected with radio computers.
Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, on second thought, it couldn't have been you. Your idea reminds me of a group of young men who came to me a long time ago, calling themselves Fortress Accident. The name should have been a red flag. They pitched me and a handful of other investors on an idea for a role-playing
Oh,
game.
hey, I know this one.
In their words, change the world.
Okay, what happened?
Well, at first everything was rosy. The ideas were solid, but they were lacking in, how do I put it?
Motivation?
They lacked the will to get things done.
Yeah.
As their financial situation became more desperate, their ideas devolved from realistic to absolute insanity. We lost all of our money. High archetypes never deliver. They're only good for battling Welkins or whatever creeps they come up with.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into drawing mythical creatures did not generate a return on investment.
Yeah, where are they now?
Nobody knows for sure, but the place can't be pretty.
21 o'clock, nice.
Sadly, when we got there, it was too late. The concept had run out of steam. Only dust remained. What I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Dead in the water. You seem like a reasonable man, but that is not a reasonable plan.
This guy's telling me that I shouldn't go for it. He's right. Oh, no!
You're welcome. Now, was there something else I could help you with?
Goodbye. I got a new thought, though.
The precarious world. How not to lose. It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting.
Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1. Okay, cool. We just have to check because it doesn't matter, it's just whether you take the morale damage or not. Oh. Huh. You know, I have all of this health, and health seems fucking worthless. How many times have I been in a position where I could take damage? Versus how many times has my morale just gotten fucking blown out? Sequences of gas though? Yeah, once I get a few more slots we can try it out. I gotta think about being an apocalypse man though first. Smoke more cigarettes? They're not very good. They're just damage. Pass the physical checks so you don't take any damage. That makes sense. Alright, okay, let's call it a night. I think it might be 10 o'clock that we call it a night. But let's call it a night now. How late can I stay up in game? Do I get penalized if I stay up too late? Bye, Kim. See you in the morning.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Excited to see what I can do with that door later on. Hi, Sparkle, how's it going? Karaoke? Oh, can we do karaoke? Doesn't look like it. Wow, most people just aren't around. Yeah. Well, now that Kim's gone, I can go steal those boots, though. I can go in this store. Well, can I pry this open yet, now that the ice is melted,
This
hopefully?
orange machine is dead still. It It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying.
I need a better pry bar.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. The body is reluctant to let go of the boots, as though it were its last bit of dignity. You're going to need to summon all your strength for this
Hope I don't
undertaking.
like rip his feet off.
Whatever you're planning to do, you need to do it before you catch pneumonia in the cold draft coming from deep inside.
Alright, right
It's
boot.
not completely useless. You're able to reveal a little. It
Left
feels
boot.
like the leg is going to come off along with the boot, but you're able to get the boot to move a centimeter or two.
I think we adjust this
He's
seating.
too heavy to move by
Oh.
yourself. A great mass of dead muscles, with hoarfrost covering his milky eyes. This is the right method. It takes some time, but eventually the boots come off, with nasty slices of polymer sock stuck to even bigger pieces of skin and rotting flesh. Not good. Let's pin this on the bear. The ice bear tore up his legs with its claws. As for the boots, you can't possibly do anything with them until you've cleaned and disinfected them thoroughly.
I think we're gonna sell the boots.
Yes, these absolutely need to be washed before. The stink is incredible.
Tell me something, Devin.
Rooney.
How do you like it in the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother. This really is your finest hour.
He likes it in the
You're a
fridge.
genius. A regular Copperangelo.
Any suggestions on this compartment in my ledger?
The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do. Fuck it hard. Copopo the clown.
What's this guy saying?
He means force. It'll work.
You don't
Come
like
back
this
later,
corpse?
Copo.
Yeah, me neither.
Amuse yourself with my...
I'm just closing the door. Alright, I'm gonna fuck my ledger now.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from
No fucking way, I
despair
just died.
creeps into you.
Oh, it's
Getting
over.
fat on your weakness.
I didn't
You're
save.
still coming up with sentences.
I didn't know I could die
Nothing you
from
can say.
that.
Cop gives up. The
Ugh. Game sucks. At least the autosave looks good. Is this save good? Hold on. Where am I? Oh, good. Everything I've done today has been a waste of time. It's crazy to me that this game doesn't have a better autosave system. I don't really understand why you wouldn't put a real autosave system into your game. Well, we can get through most of the... We can just run through the ledger really quick.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging. Yes, at last. Why, yes. Every lot. Harry Dubois. That's comforting. This will cause the true love. People, the graffito crew is easy. The crew, a stack in it. Cause the a stack in it. This one is cause of fate. The true people, the graffito crew is the crew agrees. The 9,000 people, a staggering 78%. Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet? AK, you were so Leslie. The only way for you would. Can you keep threatening? It's plain to see. No, he must have in the pro killed them. He came up, can't get, which is also it would be. That's all. Who knows? One day you may still catch the man with the square gun.
Go tag Dice Lady first. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because I want to get the Apocalypse Cop shit. You're right. You're right, you're right. It is very strange to me that you can just... Because this game kills you a lot. So you would think that they would put a good save system in that doesn't make you just lose a bunch of progress. I guess the good news is you can just fucking speed run through all the dialogue, so it's almost like you didn't lose anything. You just fucking mash through dialogue real quick, but I feel like it's still a strange choice. And I'll put my freaking flashlight on. Configurations for the autosave? I don't think so, but I can check. Maybe it's my fault. It doesn't look like it. Just let me set it to autosave every, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. That's all I need.
Oh, it's you again. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. What do
Curse
you mean
dice.
by... All right. Great. See you in 8 hours then.
Tremble. Time, ulogu, theodos. Xeno,
That's cool,
Mandemo.
Half-Life.
Yes,
I'm in.
you spoke the words. It's totally so you should. Perhaps the face of...
Alright. Let's just speedrun. Let's speedrun our ledger now real quick.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers. Yes. Why, yes. Every Harry Dubois. That's comforting.
All
This
right.
cause of the
Lock
new
in.
true
I'm gonna
la
get through
people
this
of the
nice and
graffito.
quick.
The crew agreed. The 9,000, a staggering 78% of vote. If anyone
plus $1.
asked you, AK, you were so Leslie. The only way you would. Can you keep threatening? It's plain to see from the file. Good. He must in the kill them. He came and can't get out, which is all it would. That's all. Who knows? One day, some insufferable. They were leaving cigarette butts. No, murder. Beaten to Joseph Mills didn't. No. Okay. So the no. Yeah. No one. Mills has. See? You can't. Yeah. Smoking hookah.
All right,
Not
done.
much has changed in the meanwhile.
Caught
A
up.
bunch of sodden papers.
Ready? And now we're gonna
still
one-shot
sags
it.
from the clipboard. Is not
God
what
damn
the
it.
hot flash of rage come to fucking the ledger quivers in your
this thing sucks.
some kind of superstar.
It sucks, man. It really sucks. Let me go get some advice from the corpse. Kim, get out of here. I gotta talk to the dead body
The
about my
bear's
ledger.
eyes are still glowing red.
Oh, what is
It's
this?
guarding over the
I didn't have a
freezing
legendary
corpse
perception
hidden
check last
inside
time.
Its belly.
Oh.
You touch the dead man's body.
It'll come to you sooner or later.
Shoot, Looney. The fuck.
He means for.
I like it. Come back.
You hear that morale for the light bending rich guy? I got bad news for you about the light bending rich guy.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. Just relax.
Finally.
The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance or sound. The two
Kim,
panels
holy
move
shit, we did
against
it.
each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Fucking kill yourself, you asshole. What the hell?
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too. Thin
fine.
wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Your hand shakes holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. To what? There's nothing.
A fridge!
Detective, is everything all right?
Help me, Kim. I read a note from my ex-wife. I'm fucking passing out, boss. Disco Elysium.
There is nothing.
Oh, that was just the end of the game.
Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery.
Maybe not.
Just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy. Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
So, my name appears to be Harry. Huh?
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
I don't think we hate our ex-wife. I feel like I hate my ex-wife is too played out. What if I love my ex-wife?
Beautiful. Believe me.
Alright, limbic system. I don't want to hear
There
you
is
speak
no
anymore.
Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. Your name is fuck all.
It certainly ain't Harry. Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
I knew Kim wouldn't let us die like that. You thought Kim was gonna let us go out like a punk? Hell no.
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
So what happens if you do that when Kim isn't here?
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Cook this man electrochemistry.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
Did I just have a thought? Kim, you're never gonna believe this, but I just had a thought. Yeah, go on.
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
We weren't out for very long. It's like the same time, isn't it?
10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, Kim. Maybe you can't live on alcohol only. We are different.
That does sometimes happen.
I've gained ledger of failure and hatred.
He replies with such understanding. It's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
I'm gonna nod. Badass.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Huh. +1 Inland Empire, +1 Empathy, -2 Authority. Oh, what do you know? These are all psyche things. I don't know how much I care about those, but you know, we may as well. What was it? It was a -2 to authority? My authority's already dog shit anyway.
The precarious world.
I think I had this thought as well. That was a cool little sequence.
How not to lose.
What do I have on my gloves? Oh yeah, +1 half-light, of course. Alright. Kim, I think it's time to call it a day. I gotta go rip some boots off of a dead guy. I do feel like this game, more than most other story-based games, or like decision tree-based games, I feel like you're a lot more incentivized in this game to just save and redo your rolls over and over again. Bye, Kim.
Yes?
Have a good night. You see, I talked to him so that he knows I said good night. You need Kim for karaoke? Maybe. Maybe he joins us for karaoke. Alright. Let me get my boots. I think I'm just gonna spam through the ledger in order to pass the time.
The bear's eyes are the body. You're going, whatever your plan, it's not, it feels like the leg is, this is the right, not good. Yes, these.
Alright. Boots acquired. Let's take a look at them. Don't smell these boots. Better yet, don't even think about them unless it's to think about how you're gonna get them clean, that is.
These boots were probably left on the corpse because they were impossible to pull off while it was hanging. They're not exactly pleasant to look
you're
at
right, we can sit on the bench.
Much less smell. Hopefully, you will know who they belonged to very soon. The size seems about right. Once you get the foul-smelling flesh gunk out, you've seen too much to be that naive, even if you don't remember it.
Let's continue on. I should get some more of the morale drug. Is there a place to buy the morale +1 drug? A lot of value on failing rolls in a system to retry with white checks. Yeah, but if you don't know what you're doing, like I didn't, I just came into this game and picked a stat, and like I just picked my line and ran down it. And now, if I fail, a lot of times if I just fuck around and fail rolls, I just fucking die. You'll beat up Kuno's dad? No, Dagon, we can't figure out how to get into the building.
Wooden planks of the.
I don't know. There's no way to get in there. I've failed all the ways to get in there. The convenience store?
You
Okay.
wonder if it could rain so much that it drowns all of Martinez, then everyone would have to go on about their day. in diving suits. Time passes. You wonder if it could rain so. Oh man, if we invited Guillaume le Million here, we could create a wave-crashing beach party of unimaginable proportions. It's getting late. Time to head to sleep.
Alright, 1 a.m. appears to be the waiting time cutoff. Did it succeed? And that's what we're trying to do. You think she's still in here? Also, try to wash the boots. I'm sure we'll get the opportunity. Joel. I bet she's not even gonna be here because it's fucking 1 a.m. But she said 7 hours. I need my evil dice, please. And don't be mean to me. Kim's not here to save my life. Dude, this lady fucking... she's on the grind.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only predict.
$18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $1. 8 hours. Right?
Oh, it's
Where's
you
my
again.
die?
Are you looking for a die?
Can I just not get it? Do I have to come back in the morning? Strange. Did I go this way ever? I don't think there's anything over here. Lava, please? Yeah, cranberry. He may be busy. I think he's playing, that Valve game. I'll get it after stream. Yeah, he's deadlocking. If you, finish deadlocking, could you get that? Otherwise, I'll do it at the end of the night. If you want, Beanie, you can do a hex code if you want to pick something out. Otherwise, you can just tell Cranberry to approximate.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
I need to make $3 tomorrow.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming,
I don't like you,
carrying
limbic
you
system.
away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing.
I'm an artist, and delivered damage is my art.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. boring as death.
Try to watch that newest Terminator movie. It's not new and sounds bad. I feel like I heard that one of them was okay from the recent Terminators.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Yeah, well, I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. They let me make money off of them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Good talk, everybody. The voices seem kind of dumb. Do you think they're aware of the fact that the voices are stupid? Like, are they self-aware? They don't seem like they got it all going on, you know? Can I try again here?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it.
Hold on, so if I,
adorned.
let the mirror be for now. What if I put on these fingerless gloves? Can I then take another shot at this?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your... This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a...
Voices can rotate a cow in their head? No, it seems pretty dark when he's thinking. I shot it if you drink some more wine. Was wine the one that almost killed me? Yeah, I'm not drinking that shit. Hi Kim, good morning.
Yes?
I want to get through this blue door at some point too. Oh, there's a pot. You can talk to
This
the pot.
industrial gas-powered stove has been used to prepare food for many hungry hostile guests. There are several pots and pans on hand.
What are you planning to do? Throw a dinner party? Please refrain from culinary experiments until after we finish the investigation.
The stove is
Purple thought near the stairs.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. Whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
You tell him, Half-Light. This goes well with a theory I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck
Who is
superstar
mistakenly
person.
identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking I would sing something happy and get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Alright, we gotta learn a song to sing. New people to talk to, by the
You
way.
look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
No, you don't. You look like a young god.
Why was that a legendary success? I don't look like shit.
Judith, back me up here.
You do look... It looks like it's been a tough week for him.
No, what do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. The suit, the sunglasses, the haircut. He's famous. That's how you know his face.
Kim?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Not as famous as you, superstar.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, it's still irony.
I knew it, Kim.
I fear you're misinterpreting this situation.
Talk to me, superstar. What do you want?
I don't know who this guy is.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform.
I wasn't even close. Fire? Animal control, animal control.
The police of animals, yes.
Don't make anything out of it, but do you work for animal control?
Well, I am interacting with the most dangerous animal of them all. You. I'd say yes. I'm animal control.
He thinks we're dangerous because he's right. We're fucking insane.
To yourself? Yes, extremely.
Can we help you with something?
I got some questions for you.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
I look like a prophet.
Not the prophet shit again.
Who does this asshole think he is? A cop?
Fucking Half-Light barges in with the correct answer. Pretty banger. Alright, now can I get some questions? Why not?
Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer my questions, maybe you want to hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Oh, is this our partner?
So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Why are you?
You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about the
Okay, why
hangman
not?
again. No?
So,
Okay.
do you... I don't know. Oh my god.
Alright,
Watch out for you.
bye-bye. What about you?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Are you a cop?
Yes, I am.
Me too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere. But if you had to guess, you would say the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Not Kim.
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Yeah, alright, why don't you want to talk to
I
us?
don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Let's see, have I wronged you? It's cool to see another cop. I thought Kim and I were the only ones. I'm a deeply flawed individual, but I bring joy to the world. Let's just do this by the book. Why I bring a word of the end to come. Look. I feel like doomsaying is just gonna kind of lock us out a little bit. Like, I'm interested to hear more about this lady and why she's worried about us, but if we just fucking load in and talk about bringing the end of the world, I feel like she's not gonna want to speak to us. You see the problem here? Save? I don't think you can save mid-conversation. Yeah, they don't let you. Remember that advice from the start of the game? More forgiving. Yeah, but like I don't think I'm gonna get any real information.
Of
Whatever.
course he does.
Word of the end to come. Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
She's in.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
You with him?
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Is he famous?
Oh, what? No. No, he's not. What are you talking about? Actually, never mind. Don't tell me about it. It'll just turn into another...
Wackathon? Shit show? Pity
Wackathon? I think you mean Jorkathon.
5 machine pylon?
Hey, cool, I'm a cop too.
I don't know what to say.
Why's her name Horse-Faced Woman, by the way? That's kind of fucked up,
Don't say
isn't it?
anything, Judith.
Yeah, what are the cops doing
I'm
here?
just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
I would never call her a horse-faced woman. She's a policewoman.
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Alright, goodbye. So, people from our station are here to spy on us. Very interesting. Annika's titties are big. Uh-huh. Can't hit on her. I wouldn't hit on her even if I wanted to. This lady was nice to us. We're no longer sexist. The character growth has begun. You think Kuno's still back here? I was thinking maybe on the 3rd day Kuno would have gone, but no, he's still here. Racist pivot? No, we can't. We're not gonna be racist because I would have to be mean to Kim, and Kim saved my life. No racism, no sexism. The only ism I am is moneyism. Come on, Kim, we gotta go pick up our dice. Our apocalypse dice. How are we doing on the apocalypse ship, by the way? 5. Oh, but we got a 6 on Superstar. Hello, my dice, please.
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die.
Cursed Ilmaran dice.
Here's the cursed die you ordered.
Gives you a tiny black sphere with 6 phrases written on it.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all. Lose all. 50-50. Nothing happens. And pale.
It's a pretty badass die.
It's a die. Try rolling it.
Alright, let's roll it.
You throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent.
God is
it
indifferent.
Declares again.
It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
It's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a forsaken age.
Saying that the end result doesn't
In the
matter.
face of death? No, not really.
Thank God.
It is, isn't it? There's something liberating about knowing it's just we humans. No all-powerful force is guiding us, watching us, judging us.
A little weird that she went with the creative liberty of making us a weighted die. I gotta say. Thank you for the die.
Good luck, officer.
Okay, now what do I do with this thing? Items. Look at the map tab in the journal. So what, buying the die lets you re-unlock white checks? Is that what the idea is? Just carry it in your inventory? Okay. God isn't different. Hope I can't get up the stairs, Kim. It's strange because I feel like that's the sort of thing that they should definitely just give you a tutorial on. Because I have no idea how you would figure out that that's what that does otherwise. Oh, I had two thoughts. Hold on. Is it her? Hold on. It was titled The Man from Hemdal and the Wildfire. Book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. Okay. I would like a new spot, please. I'm gonna internalize the apocalypse. Alright. If I fail the roll to get in this building this time, it's over. It's just a complete and total wrap. I'm just not meant to go in there.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop?
One day I'll make that hit.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Well, good use of my $7. I guess we can go down to the south side now. The gate should be closed. You have authority removal gear? I mean, I think you can still make the choice or the try, even if you're in the negatives. Is it really locked because of the ledger? If I walk all the way back and I can't get in there and it doesn't let me take the check, you're all fired. But I think you can take your rolls even at -1. I don't think there's anything against you for that. Why would this game stop you just because you're in the negatives? They let you fail, that's the whole point.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the apartment.
Alright, you're all fired. My authority was at a 1. You quit? Oh good, now I don't have to pay you a severance package. This is good for my money-based sensibilities. You apply for the chat position, you heard an opportunity opened up. Sorry, Zenith Guard, you cannot apply on account of you being a liar. My apologies.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57.
Armor boost,
Sorry,
please.
sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there any... Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I lost my
10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over.
Jules seems like he's a real one. This guy seems like a bit of a G.
10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over.
By who?
10-4. Orders are still orders. Anything else?
Alright,
Over.
bye, Jules.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A little bit of a narc, but you know,
This is
whatever.
Precinct 50. It will take just a moment.
Her voice is...
Gottlieb, what you get yourself into this time?
How did you know it was
I
me?
didn't, but now I do. How's the drinking going?
Have we been drinking? We haven't been doing much drinking, right? I think we've turned over a new leaf.
Great. Have a medal. I have an autopsy to attend to. An autopsy of one Chester McLean who died of fish poisoning.
Fish poisoning?
Fucking, I'm not dead. It just hurts, okay?
Oh shit, he's alive. Someone broke my
Look,
heart,
pal,
Doc.
getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You should be happy for her.
Pumped and dumped?
That's what the guy
Ah,
say.
fuck.
That some chick pumped you and then dumped you, threw you away like an empty
Did I take physical damage for that?
Don't take it personally. There just wasn't any juice left in your carton, pal.
Yeah, who was
You
it?
must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not. I am a...
Alright, shut the fuck up,
Anything
loser.
else I can help you with? 50...
Bye-bye,
Cabin,
Alice.
you see a set of steering.
I guess I should run my fingers over the steering levers at least once to see what it does.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. The white suede feels luxurious.
It does nothing. Why did the doctor said you got pumped and dumped, and then my man took like took a heart attack? Hello, gentlemen. I think we can cross.
A rusting control panel. You
This
grab
is
the
big.
handle and pull the lever up. The water lock starts moving.
Finally. So step one, goal number one, we gotta find the cryptozoologist's husband, right? That's easy pick, day one, episode 1. After that, we can do this shit forever, Art.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
It's a little bit of a disconnect, Kim. There's literally nothing going on. We're stonewalled until we go across this way. I feel like there's been nothing to do for a while. Yeah, peace out. Bye, Wiener Kim. Have a good night. Or I guess good afternoon. Breaker box, the radio power pylon above. Maybe there's something inside. Decades old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Ooh, there's money up there. What we got? Banged up fuel canister? $11! Yo, take that to the pawn shop.
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible.
My guess is it started its journey from the plaza, where it backed through the fence.
Yeah, let's
I
investigate.
agree. We should definitely investigate.
Yo.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Inland Empire, what are you telling me?
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
Dude, we are so strong. I'm a specialist.
Rust, moss,
I could
and
pull this
sea
shit out by
life
myself.
have already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition process. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
A monkfish? Aren't those deep sea fish?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
That's when they were murdering that guy.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ. Yes. Crazy reckless.
Yes. Crazy recklessness. I'd say it has been here since last Saturday. or
Yes,
Sunday.
quite reckless.
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside. I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Alright, 2 hours. I got the time to kill.
As
Oh,
you sit
hanging out on
down
the
in
swing with
old,
Kim.
rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold.
Spit flies from your mouth to your moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound though.
Pressing.
The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
I think you know.
Just keep at it. It will come to you.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful melodic trill.
Thanks, Kim.
That puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. Okay, that's way better than what you did. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
Very nice to have a little section to hang out with Kim. The movie was about as live action as a Pixar movie. Yeah. I feel like there's not many movies that do practical effects anymore. I guess I don't watch that many movies, though, these days.
Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So, was your dad also, you know... I don't think we should say that one. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches? How deep in?
Historically, leeches have been used
I think I would go
and even
leeches.
cure many ailments.
The anthill seems like a horrible
Clouds
misplay.
on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you decide with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Do you think I will ever find my gun? Let me get Kim's opinion. I think he's gonna side with the strikers.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Oh, Kim would just not choose. But
your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupri, Model 40. It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know, those kinds of people.
the people that were waiting for us in the hotel, we got to jokingly ask if they were firefighters or animal control. I wonder if this is related.
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands
Oh! I know. Is this my car? Oh, fuck, this is my car. Ah, shit. Look at all of these, like, goofy little answers, but, like, oh, God.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my God, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea? I'm gonna go with no.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
Alright.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
Oh, I must be why the fucking billboard is down. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
How do we get
Detective,
it out?
we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point. I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
I can fix this.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
Yeah, I have $10.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
It seems very bad for us.
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
People, yes, but not you.
What the Half-Life? What the hell? Half-Life came in to dunk on me. I thought we were supposed to beat the shit out of people, not beat the shit out of ourselves.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
Maybe my badge is in there. That would be big.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Find the traffic hooligan. I was the traffic hooligan. Aw, man. Some footprints here. Bottle drained of all its booze, frozen to the ice.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it. Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Looks like we had some party
Looks like it.
This was some kind of theater to them, a circus produced by a great clown.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Dude, Kim is he's such a real one. Hey, badge. And a commander's jacket. Whoa, wait, are we a real one? We have +1 shivers, +1 esprit decor. Or +1 visual calculus. Does it look better? Nah, I think the patrol cloak is better. What did I get? I got my badge. I also got a white envelope. I need the signatures on that. Okay.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Badge.
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly.
It is crazy that all throughout the course of this game, our character is just fucking hitting that pose the whole time.
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate.
Harrier. That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Strange, it doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. What kind of
It's
name
a
is
wartime
Harry?
name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
It's meant to keep you safe.
I'm Harrier Dubois, for
Pleased
sure.
to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate
Alright,
it,
we're
catching
Lieutenant
light. You see
Second
lines of
Class
information.
John F. Renedy.
Lieutenant W. Freighter. The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Yefreitor is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice.
Harry
Thus
could
you're
have been a
double
captain
Yefreitor.
in the police force twice?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors, out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant. Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos.
We belong in the field. Yeah, we're helping keep the streets safe from crime.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additional Yefreitor rank I already explained.
Satellite officers.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
Yeah, he's been putting up with all my shit because we're the same rank.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Is he crazy?
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
I cannot, but he's too nice. How could you be racist to this man?
Such a small yet precious.
I gotta go kick the shit out of Measurehead. And that racist lorry driver. He's actually too nasty. It's unbelievable. Kim is so sick with it. Let's hike our asses back over and pick up like a bottle or two. I gotta see how much it is. What is it called? The morale one? Hello, ma'am.
Is this about the question?
No, I just want to buy something.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all...
Okay, here, okay, here, okay, here, okay, here, okay, here. I hope...
Okay, here. Okay, here. Alright. Now we can finish reading our badge. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to accidentally die while reading it.
A police badge on which you see the photo of...
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Yefreitor. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going.
No electrochemistry. We're trying to not drink alcohol much.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is... It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva.
I don't recognize any of those names.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. The badge in your hand shine.
Alright. Good news, badge located. Do you remember what they said about our gun? Our gun was taken by a small child of some kind. I thought it was someone, I don't remember exactly what they said, but it was someone that made me think it was Kuno S. We can go talk to, what's her name now? Yeah, sold to the pawn shop and then some girl bought it. I remember that after I finished hearing about it, I immediately went to go talk to Kuno S about it, and it was not her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Yeah, about
I'm
my
afraid
missing
I can't
badge.
say any more until we've taken care of formal protocol. Did you? Wonderful. It is a relief to see a W freighter here. The situation is precarious, to say the least. It needs a quick solution, or we will have a bloodbath on our hands. Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
I already heard about a connection between the lynching and strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
Okay, he was her security
They
detail.
were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Is it a piece of rhetoric or a joke? I don't know, man. It just feels like... It feels like... it just seems like a nightmare. I can't imagine every member every worker a member of the board.
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
3? There's 2 more?
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
I could have small. Have a good night. Good luck at work tomorrow.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Oh, they're gonna fucking go to war on the streets?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It will be all of them. The decision is already made.
I have to say, this is not disco. This is pretty tough. This seems like a real hellscape that they've made. Bring in 3 hardcore super soldiers. One of them gets drunk and gets killed, and now we have to stop the other 2 from just mowing down the whole city. Exciting. I have to say, though, this is not disco.
It is very far from disco. My only hope is that you provide
Got an
a
achievement
single
for that.
concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put...
The achievement there was for saying 7 deranged superstar lines.
If you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
Maybe a good bloodletting is just what Martinez needs.
Yep, I had to have a 12 in Half-Light so that it could suggest just letting a genocide happen. Thanks, Half-Light. Good call, good call. Maybe we should just let all these civilians get murked.
Houses drenched in red, blood gushing down Rue de Saint-Cispar. The whole place mopped with a giant red rag. Fresh bullet holes for all the old buildings.
See, Kim, this is that great bloodletting I've been telling you about.
It appears you found it, yes. And I'm not happy for you.
I gotta shudder.
It will not be a pretty sight.
Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario?
Many bleak scenarios have already come true, Lieutenant W. Frater de Bois. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Your successes aren't necessarily better, yeah, it just means we're more Half-Light. You can tell me
Not
about
much.
Cornell.
Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste,
That name sounds familiar.
Lawrence, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
I feel like if I was playing this game all in like one sitting, this would be a moment where I start to piece things together about like this name of the company, but
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
it's been a
Yes.
while.
All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil. Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell.
Why don't we just call the company?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
This is good. I'm glad that we're getting back on track with the investigation. I feel like the silliness of this game was fun, and we were just kind of fucking around for a little bit. But I am excited to get back to the actual what's going on here. You say that changes names and bad publicity. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if there was more to it than that. They are the people who the boot. I guess it's not actually that big of a revelation, is it? Because I think that, like you said, it was just from talking about who makes those boots. So it's like, it just matches up with what we already knew.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot... The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by
That
the
the man
canal
was
say?
killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
Reasonable.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
That's not true, Kim. We have heard reports of a sexual assault taking place alongside the lynching. That's literally what Titus told us.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Yeah, who was
That's
it?
a good question, officer.
Hmm.
I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Maybe we're supposed to do this first. Well, Titus shows up on day 2, and we can get our badge back on day 3. So I think that we're always going to talk to Titus first. Was Colonel the one who was hanged? Did you know
Did
him?
I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
You know, then I wonder if maybe I just didn't lock in the correct dialogue choice from Titus because I killed myself that one time. I don't know.
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely.
Lely.
He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Talk about the
One
others.
is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname
Corty.
as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
I'll go back and talk to Titus again, and maybe I missed it. But when I went and talked to him, and all of the options were grayed out. So, I don't know.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased's.
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
The shitty people we met this morning, the contractors? No, those were people from our precinct here to spy on us.
Indeed. This matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Oranese. Or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
Yeah, I think that I think that Kim saying we haven't heard anything is just a weird little out-of-sequence thing.
In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Must be hard to force your face to move in a new fashion. If you continue like this, you'll have an aneurysm. Then you'll have to.
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
You should show those meatheads exactly how savage you really are.
You see, that's what we're expecting the Half-Life for. We should just go beat the shit out of these highly trained military guys that have armor and weapons. Yeah, we should still want to know where they
run
are.
into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Alright, 83%. Plus one, the scab leader built like a brick. Is he one of them? No fucking way I failed this.
This is so embarrassing.
Oh my god.
There's something wrong.
83%.
Luckily, the lieutenant still has his.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I've been around Martinez, and there's a giant hulk of a man in ill-fitting clothes at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work. His heart really
Thank
is
God for Kim.
Not a terribly good actor, that one. Still.
And the other one, the Paul, must be in one of the 4-story buildings overlooking the roundabout. She was reporting back to you while we were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That would afford a good vantage point. Still, I hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
Save scum? Nah.
Until the executions start? Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Alright.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
This is very juicy.
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
What? I mean, I'm sorry, what I meant to say is, like, blooms in a pattern?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
I don't really see why we need to know this. It doesn't feel very pertinent, but who knows? Who could tell me more?
Platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
The mercs are immortal zombies.
Challenge accepted. I say we do it.
I think I'm not gonna ask the mercs about the tattoos. It really seems like it's no purpose.
I am relieved you think so. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security.
I feel like it's just gonna be
The
bad.
sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it. Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this.
It's I think it's really funny the way that she speaks in like a normal voice and then comes to a word and just starts speaking with a full accent while pronouncing the word and then goes back to her normal voice. It's very jarring.
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Alright.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do I have anything else about
lessons
reality?
in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Oh, Jamais vu thought completed. What is jamais? Which one's jamais vu? Derealization. Okay. Do I have a point? Oh, I do. We can start thinking about white morning. Wait, what did I do to get the bankruptcy one? Because that's missing as well. Does anyone know what I did to get bankruptcy? Was it when I went and talked to the light bending guy that I got bankruptcy? I'll go back and talk to him.
What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air.
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
What do you
Great bodies
see?
of water, forest-covered surfaces, clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough.
A frisson lifts the hair on the back of your arm. Wind sweeps the surface of the bay.
The wind is sweeping
The
the
world
waters.
is suzerainty of Revachol.
There is a term of endearment they call
I like
for
that
it
voice.
in the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included.
What is a suzerainty?
Elysium.
Elysium? The world needs a term of endearment. Elysium.
It does. There are those who would call it hell.
But there's a term of endearment they coined for it. Okay. Suzerainty is kingdom or domain. Okay.
A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascists. Oh, you want a picture of the world? There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit.
Oh, they haven't gone to space in
Great
this world,
things
huh?
are difficult to achieve.
That
For
makes
now,
sense.
we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways.
What shape is the world?
We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less
Whoa,
likely by the day.
non-spherical?
You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s.
Flat Earth?
ORG, Occident Revachol Grad.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark grey corona. Yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago.
Dude, my eyes just glaze over. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. A cold fear seeps into me. I don't know what's going on. What the hell are you telling me?
You seem to be spooked. Please don't be.
What do you mean,
They say
corona?
there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swathes of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound.
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. And then everything will
I
be
don't
okay?
know about things of that scale. My expertise lies in nations and trade routes, one or several layers below. But yes, we'll be fine. Don't worry.
Thank you,
You
Joyce.
may have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's
I know what the pale is?
It's
no.
like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it.
Disco? Elysium?
See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in this world, however wasted its opportunities.
Those crazy non-existence that slowly drives
The
you
cold
mad?
seeps into you. The air is heavy.
In
with
real life
80%
or in the game?
humidity. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses.
You said pale. What is
The
pale?
pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality.
Yes. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. We do have a case to attend to.
Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else.
Okay.
The lieutenant glances at you from the corner of his eye.
What was that? Oh, I have to come back without Kim to talk
Glad
about
to
the
have been of
pail.
assistance.
Got it. Let's get out of here. Now we can go explore the southern continent. I can only handle so much of her reality talk. It really is quite a lot.
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment building.
Oh hey, I can take a shot at it again. I don't know why I can do it now, but we can do it now. Anything that gives me authority? No, but this gives me -2 authority. Alright.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the
72%. Yeah, found your badge. +1.
You're
Oh,
well
I'm
versed
in.
the kind of threatening legalese that implies criminal liability, but in fact has no meaning whatsoever.
Am I?
Obviously, look at that vague yet threatening stuff spewing forth from your mouth.
Ma'am, your non-compliance is hindering a police matter. I may be forced to refer you for potential prosecution.
I know my rights, and don't you mom me, boy.
Miss, would it help if we offer to show you our badges?
Hold your horses.
Okay.
I don't care about your stinking badge. Just come in.
Damn, she really folded. Nice and quick. I don't want to go in though, because I want to look one thing at a time. That's a whole ordeal. Let me save. That's a whole ordeal. I got a southern continent to explore. She can wait. She made us wait 2 days. She can wait a little bit. Yeah, now that the door's open, I don't even want to go in. What's the point? Alright, I have something. Hey, where's the guy? Oh, there he is. I didn't see him.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have photonic sensitivities.
That's the pyro talking. There is no flashlight.
I do appreciate it.
Very cool that there's actually dialogue for that, though. That's pretty sick. Okay.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Is there any reason not to sell the banged up fuel canister? You know what? I'll sell it and we'll just deal with the consequences later.
Another time, perhaps. Sure thing.
Any idea where
My
you find the
apologies,
buyer?
officer, but I have no...
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you...
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just...
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
I don't like it either.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find out.
Sure, man.
Okay. Got my... I almost have my money for the next night. I only need another 50 cents. That's feeling pretty good. We got our badge back from our crashed car. Someone's broken down the fence and the barbed wire. If I zoom out, I can. Okay, here's our car. Here's a tent. No, sorry, a boat under a tarpaulin cover. A door. A shack. A dark red chair in a dimly lit room. a postcard, and a bow knot for +2 drama. Oh, it's a neck. Okay, that's a tie. I thought that was like a fucking hair bow. Alright, alright. Some glass dusty shelves and a forgotten chair. Not really sure what's up with that, but cool.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
What would I be doing under the boat in a supine position?
I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want. The elements are rough around here. I don't know about this.
Good news, I found somewhere to sleep. You know, I don't really want to live under the boat, actually. Pretty much finished the case under that boat there. Is dry, weatherproof, and free of
Sarcastic
charge.
self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks good.
Thanks, Kim. Very true. What did I want to do? I want to... Oh, Shiny asked if there was anything special for the racist mug house today. We'll go check it out, but I should also check out the Yellow
It's just
Man mug.
a racist mug, but it will not.
Okay, never mind. There's nothing else to say. Okay. On the side of the boat has recently been tarred. Quick travel. Quick travel. What the heck? That's someone to talk to.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the apricot suzunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Okay.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We're cops, we're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. No, we gotta play it straight. I'm in the mood to play it straight. I don't want to embarrass Kim.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
I've been here
No,
before?
not you personally.
Oh, okay.
I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
You're kind of
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black Hound.
Classic. Everyone knows about the dark tiding Black Hound. I've always been saying you gotta watch out for that guy. I'm totally an ill omen. I've
You're
been saying
not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
I mean, things do seem pretty dire.
Maybe they are afraid. Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Most people here
Can we
are
just hang
trying
out in
to
one of the
leave.
houses that's like kind of abandoned?
That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much?
I won't charge you for it.
Whoa!
Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
I'm sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodation. Can you imagine saying this? Can you imagine? I've taken like $200 in bribes and then I can go I don't think it's appropriate for me to accept a free accommodation. Yeah, 3.
That's exactly how we get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Galleon, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate the money. I'll be putting this towards my free lodgings. Yeah, why isn't anyone using
My
the room?
kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
Hey, I'll take a free house.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
Now we can start investing.
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Conceptualization, what do you mean when you say the term pornographically poor? Yeah, who else lives in this villa,
Well,
please?
there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
There's got to be something
Over
here.
there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
They have like the opposite of a deforestation problem. There's just a bunch of trees.
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain.
I thought they were making it out like the trees had some sort of curse that made it so they couldn't be taken down.
After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
Okay, what happened to the
The
hospital?
goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
I think I gotta call this place pornographically poor.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
So true, washerwoman.
Fits with the general ambiance here.
Ambiance.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I'm lost too.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
Maybe I should stay. What? No, I'm in the process of finding myself. We're gonna turn Harry Dubois into a fucking stone cold killer psychopath.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
Any way to make a little money around here?
For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, another
She
topic.
nods, rinsing another piece of
Oh, that was only the first topic. Oh my god. Tell me about yourself.
Me? No one.
Can I get a name
Just
at
an
least
old
other than
washerwoman.
washerwoman?
Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Let's further down
Not
the coast,
much.
please.
There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
Anything else?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
A fucking a gap in her logic. Which one is it, lady? Apartments or electrical
I
plant?
don't know exactly. A pre-war place.
All right.
It used to be something.
I thought we had her.
Before
She's
the
getting
war.
kind of wily.
I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else?
Of note, the old fish market up on
I
the
like her accent.
boardwalk. But it's closed.
I guess we can just keep going.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
Go untouched scavenging loot?
And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
Alright, I was asking your
Eh?
signature.
What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
I would never take advantage of this lady after she gave us a free room. I would always tell her what it is.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Where is she?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing. Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
Look, I'm not on his side. If they say no, I'm just gonna say, oh, it's all good. Also, I'm notoriously good with children in this game. We'll talk with the children real quick.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old.
Lillian's twin.
The other one looks indistinguishable
Lillian's
from
other
him.
twin.
He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
And what are you, Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Yeah, alright. Fair enough, Kim. Fair enough. Okay. I want to go back before I forget. I think that there's a lot of stuff to do here, and I think what I'm going to do is go back and get the bankruptcy done. The bankruptcy thought. And then probably just call it a night, because I'm a little tired. And I feel like this is a good enough stopping point for me personally. We have a whole bunch of stuff to do. Hold on, I want to see what this is. Try fast travel? Oh, how do I fast travel? You get butt whooped in Deadlock? I've been playing it in the Discord a little bit. You just got here? You can always catch up on the VOD. How do I fast travel? Journal? Map? Is there a map? Oh my god, there's a map. Well, it doesn't seem to be working. So I guess I'll walk. It's okay, I don't mind the hike. Oh, you know what? On the way over too, I wouldn't mind stopping in to talk to the big man. And your gun yet? Nope, not yet. It's still at large. Dude, walking around in this game is such a fucking nightmare. Like, WASDing through this game is hell. Alright, there he is.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Are you a mercenary?
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
His neck muscles tense up. The veins on his neck bulge.
Oh, it's not reading the rest of this. Be careful, he's holding it in deep. He's holding it deep in there. He's holding it deep in, but there are things in there you don't want to.
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
There are very quietly. Is there a tribunal being convened by any chance?
Fucking fuck. How about you fuck off now, huh?
You saw slowly his giant chest deflating, his mouth slightly open.
Of course.
It doesn't sound too convincing.
Loincloth.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on. It's hard to do that when you want to beat a man into a pulp instead.
I feel like I got information there, but without the game directly telling me that he is for sure the mercenary, it's not gonna come back into play, you know? Like, that's what I learned from this game when I didn't pull the body down. You have to get some sort of confirmation out of it for it to actually feel like it counts for anything. That's what it feels like anyway. Alright, I got my nose fed in case I fail my check here for conceptualization.
Welcome back.
Could you please stop asking if...
It's perfect as you may know. Here is 3 real.
Unbelievable.
You're well, maybe.
Alright, conceptualization.
If business planning
all
were
good.
really your strong suit.
Go on.
I'm just gonna say what I said last time.
Yes. Hold on. Yeah. You're a game pitch. Well, they lost.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they put into...
Sadly, what I want to tell you is this.
And
You're welcome. Now, was there something else I could help you with?
lost the morale for accepting no for an answer? I also don't think I got... Here it is, bankruptcy sequence. This is what I wanted. Okay. Anything else I want to do? I think... I just want to run back over here real quick. Maybe we can figure out how fast traveling works. Anything in here?
This is the night watchman's booth. The chair is not as austere as the rest. The drawers are empty, save for
Oh, I can steal these painkillers when Kim isn't here. That's something else to do when I put him away.
And exit the booth.
Talk to the union leader? Yeah. He and I are working together. We're bros. He's definitely not a slimy rat, because my thoughts haven't told me anything about it. Do I get experience for these bubbles? Hold on. 29. $30. Oh, I do! I didn't think I would, because I'm pretty sure I clicked on these already. Oh, thought? Bottom union will go and demand democracy. Okay. Yeah, it was just 5 XP sitting there. And I had no idea. Mañana, anything to say?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Nothing. Bye, mañana. Okay, so we know for sure that this guy is a mercenary. I don't know if anyone else strikes me as a mercenary, though. Is this the lorry driver, maybe? Can I beat his ass?
Looking for something odd? Come. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Ooh, I didn't know I could just call him a racist. I get it, it makes sense you're a racist.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
This guy looks like a fucking thumb, and he's talking to me about how he's biologically superior. Yeah, he did also hit with the, I'm not just racist, I've read books on this shit.
If this guy's all the Occidentals have, well, let's just say he's not exactly ripped.
Right, I've already made up my mind, want to hear it. Yeah, I'm not down with racism.
Don't push.
Okay. I was hoping I'd get to punch him. He's a handsome man. He looks like he's giving you a constant thumbs up. From his portrait, I feel like that's all I really got out of it. Alright. I think this is a good stopping point for me. Just a little bit earlier, but I'm not gonna, you know. I don't want to force it. I feel like I wasn't. I can feel myself, especially when they're not talking about something that I think is particularly interesting. I can feel myself just like completely not listening. So I'm just gonna call it a little early, and maybe I'll get a coffee for next week. I'll be off tomorrow, everyone. Thank you for watching. It's been fun. I'll be off tomorrow for movie night, potentially. If we're not doing movie night, I probably still will not stream. But you can hop in the Discord and hear about that. We're in the middle of watching Daredevil Season 2. It is okay, is my review. And then I'll be probably back on Sunday for Tactical Breach Wizards. I'll see how I feel on Sunday, though. Bye-bye.